Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Here we are at the Archerfield District Wetlands Park here, but we're going to do a update because there's some new things happening down in the Archerfield Wetlands Park. I thought it might be interesting. Wow, he is really close. I'm trying to see if I can spot him. But that noise then, that was a male whippet. He is really close. There are a few birds flying around up there, but I'm not sure. Well, I'm not sure whereabouts he is, but yeah. Or he's calling out for his mate. How cool. Okay, so just in this little section here there's lorikeets there, there's a whipbird, there's peewees, there's magpies, there's fairy wrens you'll see sometimes, and then sometimes down there you'll see, there's a great egret down there. But sometimes you'll see magpie geese as well. They're like, they come every couple of weeks. You won't see them every week, but you'll see them like every second or third week they come up here. Because I've been coming up here every Monday and I do my walks around here. So this is the district park up there. We can have a quick look around here, but I have done a video of around here. But I thought, because there's some changes down in the Archerfield Wetlands Park, I thought I could just do an update video of here. So this is not a bad park, and surprisingly enough, there's no one here. It had been raining earlier this morning, so maybe that's deterred a lot of people. It's still holidays here in Queensland. I'm surprised there's no kids here. I'm glad that there isn't. But over there you've got the picnic tables there, you've got 4 barbecues here on this side. There's one there, and then there's one up there. And they're usually pretty good here. They keep the barbecues clean. Oh, that one's not, yeah. They haven't cleaned them. Oh, but this is the playground. I think it's pretty cool. There's a fair amount of stuff here the kids can do. And they can even climb right up there and then slide all the way down. How cool is that? And there's like a merry-go-round sort of thing. More slides. There is interaction here. Some of these water things, like this one there, it gets triggered, sensor triggered sort of thing. So they can go past there and water gets, like a fine mist comes out of it. Over this side, there's a little garden that you can walk around, and it's got all the native plants in it. There's more tables up there if you want to stay away from the crowds. So there is parking up there as well, so you can come down from that way as well. But if you're doing the walk, it's probably better to park up around here because you're off the road. So down along here, this is an interactive, well, there's another bird just in the background there. The Bush Reserve Garden there. And you can go through there and it shows you all the plants and all that. I don't know why they've got this all fenced off. But yeah, usually the magpie geese come down into this oval part on here and you'll see them there. Apparently there are snakes around here. The ones that you got shown on here, the one on the left is a yellow-faced whip snake and the one on the right is a python. The whip snake is dangerous, but the python isn't. I have seen a taipan down here too. When we first started walking, taipan just slithered across the path. But when you're going out in the bush, you have to be mindful of the animals that are around here. Hi. So it's a little bit breezy. You might hear some breeze in the background, but it shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Unless I hope not. Hi. So, for a start, one of the new things that they've put in is this little info board. We have now one on this point, so you can park down there on Box Hill Street, and then you can come up, and this is at the beginning of one of the trails. So there are two trails here that you can do, one to the lookout and one to the next to Glen Eagles Crescent. So we're going to do both. We're going to do to the lookout and to the Glen Eagle Street. So up here hasn't changed much, but they're making the effort to mow along the path, which is good. And starting from this point, you'll see a lot or hear a lot of bird noises, bird chirps, and hopefully we'll see a fair amount of wildlife. It's a nice sunny day. Oh, sounds like a couple of eagles up there. We've got some magpies singing their song. We got maybe some finches or fairy wrens. So some of the birds you're likely to see are the brown quail and the golden head one. We'll keep going. There's a couple of magpies up in the tree up there. They're singing their song. There's usually some woolly wagtails as well. The landscape around here is so cool. There's the different shades of green, browns, yellows. Occasionally you'll get red from the flowers around here. So the red really sticks out in the green grass. Oh, they're really talking up a storm back there. Might even see a kookaburra or two. Last week I saw 6 kookaburras down here. Let's see if we can see how many birds. I can hear a cuckoo in the distance. I'm not sure whether the mic will pick it up or not. You can see a few birds flying around in the grass area. There's a bird there. I think that was a finch maybe. There's so much wildlife around here. Every time I come here, I always see different birds, or different bird species, I should say. So if you're looking for somewhere new to go, this could be the spot. It's an easy walk, wheelchair friendly. Maybe walking along here might inspire you to do stuff like photography or painting. It's not exactly a topic of the day. It's more something that happened. I think it was yesterday that it happened. This lady had her arm torn off by a lion in the Darling Downs Zoo. And how did this happen? besides the obvious, I know how it happened, but she was apparently on the outside of the cage, and she wasn't a volunteer or a worker or anything like that. She was in there watching the zookeepers. Apparently this lion just charged the fence and somehow got hold of her hand or arm and ripped it off. There's not much information yet, so let's hope we get to know what happened, whether she was in the cage or not. Okay, here we could see the mistletoe bird, and talks about the red gums and the Blunder Creek. So this is one of the new areas here. They're replanting a lot of the trees, shrubs, ground cover as well. And what I think is really good and about time is that they put a path here, a bitumen path. So now we can walk down here and not have a worry about getting muddy shoes or wet shoes. It's wheelchair friendlier, I should say. So no chance of getting bogged. It's on a slight lean or down on the thing, so that way no water just stays on here, it just runs off. So that you've got all this here that they replanted over the last couple of weeks as well. It goes all the way, virtually all the way down. I think they did run out of some trees, but we can come down here now and have a look at the creek. I'm not sure how far down we can go, but we'll have a look. But this is just a small little taste of what's to come up in the lookout. Okay. So, not much to see here. Alright, well, we'll keep going up. Right, so we're back on, now back on the path. So you can see more trees and shrubs, ground cover that has been planted along here, which should look really good. Probably around spring, so September, October. And since I'm always coming down here every Monday, I'll be keeping an eye out. And once they start flowering, I'll do another video of it to see what kind of flowers are produced, and whether they have flowers or not. And 2 weeks ago they were cleaning out the creek up here, taking out all the lilies. It's so much easier now to walk on too. I really hope there's lots of flowers along here. It looks like they planted some there too, maybe? Or is it just wood? I think they might have just trimmed it back. Yeah, they ran out of some of the plants around here because not all the holes got plants in them. So I'm guessing they're waiting for more to come in. Looks like they got most of them. There's only maybe a quarter of the holes not filled in with plants yet. But, what 2 hours right is that? I think that's a great egret. Egret. There's usually one around here. But look at this space here. How cool is that? I don't know if you can see that properly. Let's zoom in. There we go. How cool is that? Okay, we'll keep going. It's actually getting hot. For the last week or so, it's been really cold in the mornings, and then by about probably 10:30, it feels like a summer's day. And this morning, it wasn't actually that cold for a change. And it's already starting to feel really hot, and it's only 8:34 in the morning. So today is the 7th of July. It's a Monday. The kids are still on holidays, so I'm surprised there's not many kids around. Okay, this is the stuff that they were pulling out of the lake or river, the water. We are right beside or near the airport, Archerfield Airport. So you're probably going to hear planes in the background. There's one just over there, just took off. So you can see how much they pulled out so far. And there's a little winnie wagtail over there. And this is another good spot that you can come down to and watch all the birds come up here. Usually ducks, swamp hens, egrets, magpies, peewees, fairy wrens, a kookaburra I've seen up here as well. So here we have immediate egret, okay, dusty moorhen and the swamp hen. There's some of the birds. And just over there, a couple of ducks. We've got a couple of ducks flying over there as well. So they're starting to clean up around here. There's also an egret just across the water there. How cool is that? And sometimes you might see some turtles here as well. Let's see how far we can get, whether we can see any turtles. So you can come right down here, but I think it's a little bit dirty. You can't really see much in the way there. Well, that's a shame, but how cool is that? And they need to clean all that up over on the other side as well, and down along here too. So they've still got a fair amount to clean up, and they've been going for a couple of weeks now. We have butcher bird up here as well, up in the tree and just landed. Hey, buddy. There he is. He's just in the tree there. How cool is that? A butcher bird there. How cool. He's watching the ducks over there clean themselves. Let's see how close we can get to him. He's just up there. Thank you. So this is the lookout. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he just flew off. That was him. That flew off. So this is the lookout. You come up here. There's a fair amount of wildlife up here. And the duck's still trying to clean himself over there. Right, there, he stopped. Right, over there is a dart. There he is. How cool is that? Oh, no, sorry, not a dart. It could be a cormorant, actually. I think that's a cormorant. It's either a dart or a cormorant. It's one of them. Let me know which one you think it is. I think it might be a cormorant. Alright, we'll let him be. Alright, keep going. See what other kind of birds we see. There's another section here that has a relatively good amount of birds that you'll see. If you're a bird watcher, this would be a really good spot to go to. So you could come down here and just have a picnic lunch down here and just watch the birds fly around. I'm not sure whether the mic's picking up all the bird chirps in the background. I hope it is. Because there's so many birds chirping away. So there's a lot of bird life around here. I think this is one of the easiest walks that you can do. It is 95% on the level. There's a few little sort of climbs, but nothing too major. There's another plane in the background. You have bird boxes around as well. So they can either be bird boxes or possum boxes. There's another one up there. So they're really looking after this area, and it's good to see. They're trying to encourage more wildlife to come back to the area, which is also good to see. And as the seasons change, you can see how the landscape changes, and it's so cool. So at the moment, we're almost in the middle of winter, and it really doesn't feel like that. And not even the trees are feeling it. I mean, we got some flowers already out. Like over here, there's orange, yellow flowers over here. This is a lantana bush, but the flowers are okay. Right. They don't look too bad. It's more of a weed, I think, than a flower. And there's some bottle brushes are flowering as well, which is really weird because they're not supposed to flower until spring. Well, not until around September, October. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, so this is where you come in or turn down here. There's a gum tree right there, but this second gum tree here is usually where you find a kookaburra. I've come down here a few times and I've seen one sitting up in the tree, and there's another one that sits down in the other tree down near the lookout. So I think that tree there, the second gum tree, has come in, is one of his favourite trees. You've got another bird box over there. I don't know if you can see it, but there we go. Another bird box there. There is a seat here. They do have seats around here. So if you get out of breath or need to relax, so the wetlands lookout is 450 metres down that way. So that was where we were just at. Now we're going to carry on down along here. So again, they've put more trees / shrubs, ground cover, flowers, whatever they put down there. And I've seen a kookaburra up in that tree as well. Oh, there was one in that tree and one in that tree right next to it. But there's 2 kookaburras, one in each tree. And they're trying to put in more gum trees. And this is still a wheelchair-friendly path. It's a more gravel, but it's still wheelchair-friendly. I hope they come along here and bitumen along here too. Oh, there's a butterfly. Nice. We've got all this new stuff that they've planted along here, which should look good in a couple of months' time. I'll probably do another video around September, October, showing you how much is growing around here. Maybe whatever else they might have done here too. Because there is some new stuff coming up here. And I think we're about to, yep. There's 2 ways going through here. You can stick to the path there, or you can take this turning off to the right, which we will be, but I'm just going to go up to this information board and show you. So you can go down that way, which is the way we're going to go, or you can keep going along this path. That way still leads you back to the path, but it takes you more into the bushland. So here you could see the black-back fairy wren, the regular fairy wren, or the superb fairy wren and the vigilante fairy wren, question mark. But yeah, so there's lots of fairy wrens along here as well. You'll see a lot of them as you're walking around here. So we'll go down this way. I mean, look at that. How cool does that look? That would look good as a painting. With a gum tree to the side, and you've got the climbing vines going up the trees. It's cool, but it's also sad because those vines start strangling the trees. And yeah. So we're going to go down this way. This is one of the new things that they've put in. It's a different path that you can come along. I don't know if they were meant to do it or it was just something new or something different. But hey, let's try it out anyway. You can see more of the bushland here. Most of that is weed, but they do have flowers on it, but it's still a weed. I mean, it looks interesting, the flower, but yeah. And we have another plane going past. look, now we can see now. There's the plane up there. We've got some more weeds there. They're the purple flower weeds. But even seeing that against the green, it really pops. Apparently it's a busy day for plants today. So I guess this is supposed to be like trying to immerse you back into the bushland. Maybe this is how it was when the pioneers came, or the convicts, and they would have seen all the shrub here, the trees. I guess it's whatever you interpret it as. I think most people would stay on the path. If you're coming in up here in a wheelchair, you could still do it, but make sure you have someone with you. And now we'll be coming back onto the path. So I think we're just around that corner there. So you can go down and go back through that way as well. And there is another little section here that you can come down. That leads back up to the other path, the one that we just took. And then this one leads up this way, which the path is just to our left. So you can see more of the bushland closer up, I guess. Maybe even give us the bird watchers closer to the trees and the birds. And the path is just right there. We have some lorikeets behind us and another plane going over. So this leads back onto the path. There's that plane. It does get noisy with the planes, but usually there's not a lot of planes that go over. But apparently today they're making up for it. And there is a section down here that, well, usually there's a lot of birds there, but lately it's like every second week you'll see birds there. I don't know whether it's because they get scared of with the working down along here or what. I don't know. I would say that would be it. And let's hope there's lots of birds this week. As another plane goes by. And there's another whip bird in the background. Only the male. There's no females around, which is sad. They maintain this area pretty well. Like, I've always seen them grass mown. It's always short. But it does get flooded easy, which sucks. But it's part of the whole deal with it being right near a creek. Look at this. You wouldn't think it was raining this morning. There's like not a cloud in the sky. That's how blue. I like that. Kind of feels like you can just jump into the sky, into the water. We got another information board up here, and there is another path there. Yeah, so this one you could see a kingfisher or eastern yellow robin. Nice. And there is a path here which is new. So you could go down that way and lead you out to the path there. And there is another path here. You can still go on the regular path if you choose, or you could come down this way. So let's go this way. Let's see what's down here. Another plane flies on by. Okay, I'm going down this way now. You might even be lucky and see a fox or rabbits here as well. Because they're trying to get rid of them, I guess. Because apparently they're classed as a pest. So if you're really lucky, or even if you come out early in the morning, you might see them. Okay, there's a path here. I don't know how far down it goes. Oh, it doesn't. It just goes this far. But look at this. You got a little well, not peephole, but a little viewing area that you can look down in the water there. So there might have been birds down there. So you come up here and take your photos and videos or whatever else. Wow, there's a lot of planes this morning. There's another one. Goes by. Wow. Usually it's not this busy. So let's see what's down here. I've only gone through one of the new paths. I haven't done this one. There is a pink ribbon tied up on the trees. That's like the third one I've seen, I think. I wonder what that's about. Whether it's just someone that put it up there, or maybe they have a fun run down here. I'm not sure. Looks like they've tried burning some of this off. Oh wow, there's some flowers here. Look. Wow, there's no open ones yet. Have you been down here before? Have you walked around the Archerfield Wetlands? Let me know. Put down in the comments if you have or not. Or now that you've seen this video and you live, well, guess kind of close. Would you? Would you do it now? Okay, and this leads back up here. So you're still going along the track. It just cuts out that corner bit there. Yeah, and there's another little info board here. And the birds you could see are the chestnut brown mankin, red brown finch, and the double barrel finch. I've seen a lot of those ones, the double barrel ones. I may have seen one or two of those. Wow. I haven't seen any of those ones yet. So, let's keep going. As we watch the plane go off over the distance, yet another one. Like I said, the Archerfield airport is just over there, so we are close to it. It's a good spot to bring your dogs for walks, or do the walk by yourself with your partner, kids, tire them out, or you could just go to the park, let them go nuts on the swing, get them to tire themselves out. Hi, there's another plane goes past. Wow. Usually it's not this bad. You might get one or two things. Wow, I don't know if the camera's picking this up, but there is a lot of birds flying around on the top there. Not sure if you can see that, but there's about 10, 15 birds over there. I think there might be wagtails, woolly wagtails, but there is a lot. We have two magpies up in the tree there, singing their song. What we were. Where are they? There they are. How cool. Okay. So, I don't know if the camera is picking them up, but there's a lot flying around there. And that's Mags and Maggie saying hello. Look at that. I hope that is picking it up. Wow. See if we can zoom in. I hope you can see that. Maybe a little bit. Oh, there we go. Look at that. How cool is that? That's a lot of woolly wagtails. Hope you guys can see that. Now there looks like maybe 30. What is that? That's, wow, now they're flying above me. How cool. How cool is that? Wow. I can just make out some of them. Wow, look at that. Wow. Alright, we'll keep going. I will be doing this one in one big video. Well, they're still flying above me there. How cool is that? I guess most people would be scared, but I think this interaction with wild animals is so cool. Yes, it's another plane going past. It sounds like a seagull nearby too, because I just heard it whistle or chirp or whatever you want to call it. At least this bit of the river's not too bad. Not sure if you would find anything in the water here or not. Yeah, you can't even see the water on that side. But that's this height, 2 meters, is the flood level. So that's what they keep an eye on. This wash closed for a little while because they did get flooded out badly. And it took a little while for the water to recede. Okay, here you could see the Australian reed walker, the tawny grass bird, and a froglet. Wow. Which would be something over here that you could see. There's a lot of birds that do hang out around this section as well. Oh, and you can see how far the water came up. And there's a bird box up here that, if you're lucky, you will see lorikeets in it. A couple of weeks ago when I came up here, I saw 2 lorikeets, and they were putting stuff in the box for their nest. So you might be lucky and see them too. There are a lot of lorikeets here. In one day, I think we saw about 20 lorikeets here. So that was the bird box that I saw the lorikeets in. And there is another bird box up here, I think. I think it's on this tree. Or maybe it's a little bit further down. Yeah, there's no bird box in that one, so it must be a little bit further down. There's no bird box in there either. Wow. This is the most planes I've heard when I've gone along here. It looks like they might be doing something there because of them pulling the fence back. Maybe another path there they're going to put in. This tree coming up, it looks like a hand. Like the tree trunks look. Probably can't see it too well because of the light, the sunlight, but get past it and I'll show you. Oh, no, it's sun's right there. Sorry. Unless we block out the sun by the branch. There we go. This is. It looks like a hand to me. I'm not sure how well it's being picked up on the camera. It looks really dark, but maybe if I get it from this side. We got a magpie. Oh. Can't quite see it as well, but you get the general gist of it. There's a magpie up on the branch there. And even though it looks dead, and it probably is, you still get birds and wildlife making their homes in their trees. So there's always something birds, animals can use. And you have a magpie right there. Oh, he just got Berkey too. Nice. Nice. Hey, bud. Oh, you're going to say hello. Yeah. Nice. He just said hello to the rest of Australia and to the world. And his mates up there saying the same thing. Nice. Oh, this is, look, life among the deadwood. So this talks about how birds and all that live in the trees. Some of the birds are the black kite, and another kite, an Australian hobby. Yeah. That needs cleaning, council workers, one. We need to see this information. Alright, so coming up is usually where I see a lot of birds, ducks, swamp hens, drakes, drongo, crows, great egrets, both the black duck and the Pacific duck as well. So this is usually where they like to hang out. But there's a great eaglet there, in right there. How cool is that? And there's usually ducks that come up here as well. They like hanging out around here. And there he goes. So I don't know whether they're going to open up this section up here or not. I hope they do, because it'd be pretty cool. Because you can walk around this little lake thing here, or pond. There is cockatoos that now live up in the trees up just there. You've got the seat there, and there's a lot of cockatoos, corellas, cockatiels, all those birds in that family come up there. And this is where you would see the ducks. Yes, we know. They're squawking up there. Okay, here talks about the white ibis, the great eaglet, and the Pacific black duck. What you would see here. So this section here, it's usually closed off, but they've got it open. Oh, hello. There's a galah up there. There's a lorikeet and a galah. Looks like those two are fighting up there. And then we got there they go. The chase. Oh, okay. Turf wars. Wow. Up there is the two galahs there on the lower branch, and the two lorikeets are up in the higher branch, which seem to be not liking the fact that the lorikeets are there. And then we've got the cockatoos, self-crested cockatoos as well. The lorikeets are moved to another branch. And now, looks like the galahs are the bullies. There we go, you can see that a bit better now. Looks like the galahs are the bullies here. They're chasing the lorikeets. Wow. Now they're down there. What big bullies they are. Yeah, there's a couple of cockatoos up there as well. Right, so. Okay, in here, this is where you normally see a lot of the ducks here. They like coming up here and sunbaking, I guess. We got a little sparrow that just came in. I wonder if it's Jack Sparrow. Oh, it looks like you can. You can walk around there. Okay, well let's do it now while we can. Because they've drained a lot of the water off here, which makes no sense to me. Because if they want to bring back the wildlife, they should keep the water here logically. But this was all filled up with water only like a month or so ago. And we got another great eaglet just over there. And if you can see that white dot there, I'll zoom in. There we go. There he is. Right, so this was filled right up here. I know they've been working around here. So we'll go off this way. And they're still hiding over there. Wow. Well, it sounds like they got the cockatoos into it now. So it looks like they're going to put down mulch and all that down here. So maybe they will open this up. Well, if they don't, you got the C section of the Archerfield Wetlands you wouldn't normally see around here. But they've put more new trees along here too. So maybe they are going to open it up. It would be pretty cool if they did. Because you would see a lot more of the bird life around here. There is the river just down here. I think it's the Blunder Creek River. There's more of those pink ribbons tied around the trees. I'm not sure. And there's another whip bird in the background. So I don't know how far down this path goes. But it doesn't say you can't come in here. Normally they would have it all taped up. But they didn't have it taped up this time. I think it does go around. Nice. So maybe they are going to open it up. I hope so. Because if they don't, it'll be a missed opportunity. I mean, you could potentially go down that way. I don't know how far that track goes, but it looks like it goes down a fair way. I'll just go to the tree, I think. We'll see what's down there. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I won't go all the way down there. We'll just come back up here. But if they do open this up, this would be pretty cool. Especially if they keep the water in it, because the more water in there, the more animals will come. So we'll go up this way. But how cool is this? This just leads back to the main path. I hope. Well, logically, it should. We've got a couple of, we've got a willy wagtail down there and 3 peewees down there. Oh, and this doesn't lead back to the path. Oh, that's a shame. Now this is on the other side where the ducks usually come up here, and there's usually about anywhere from 10 to 20 ducks just standing here or sitting here. Wow. I think I'll be able to walk down there. So they've put more plants down along here. So I want to go down around there as well. So we're just gonna come down here rather than going all the way around, and should be okay. Looks pretty dry. Yeah, it's dry. Okay, so I'll go have a look on the other side. I don't know how far down that goes. And they're still squawking over there. But it sounds like the guys and the lorikeets have moved on. Let's see what's down the other end. There's a bookbird. He still can't find a mate. Okay, let's see what's down this side. Maybe this doesn't go too far. I know it runs into a lake, a river, sorry. So we've got some more piles of sawdust or bark, mulch. So let's see what we've got down here. We have a magpie on the path there, and we got one off to the right. There goes one. Hey, Max. Oh, that's right, hey. Hello. Hello. Hello, buddy. How cool is this dude? How cool are you? You're super cool. Look, magpies don't attack you unless you attack them. Look, he just picked up a stick. They're finding stuff for their nest. Nice. Okay. So, looks like there is like a turning area, I guess, or dumping area there. And let's see what's down here. Must be something down here. There's tyre tracks down along here, so trucks have come down here. It doesn't look like they've been down here for a while. It's a bit muddy down here. Oh, we've had a truck here recently, by the looks of it. Or maybe not. Looks like this is the end of the track here. There's more trees with the pink ribbons around it. Yeah, this looks like the end. Hi. There's a cockatoo up in the tree there. And this looks like the end here. Yeah, this is the end here. I think the river's just over there. Yep. You can see the water just over there. Okay, so we'll turn around and we'll go back to the main track. So I hope they do make that a regular track. That would be interesting. That's some of the new updates I've done around here. But this section here, I'm not too sure whether they're going to leave it open, or if they're going to close it up again. I hope they don't close it up, because you do get a lot of wildlife usually coming down to this little pond here. Maybe they're just waiting for it to rain to fill the water back up. Maybe. I don't know. But I hope they do leave it open. And if any council workers or councilmen, PMs, whatever, whoever, the local government is watching this, leave this section open. Because it would make an interesting little walk, especially if you can get closer to the bird life. And you might even see water dragons as well. So put in the comments. Tell me what you think of the Archerfield Wetlands. Do you think it'd be something you would do? If you had a chance to come out here, would you? I'm curious. Or even just drop in a hi in the comments. But if they fill that up, they get more wildlife around, I reckon, because there's usually ducks around here. The ducks like it around here. Looks like the turf war has ended up there. Yes, so we'll keep going down here. We're nearly at the end. All they've got is a sign here, restoring land for wildlife. Work completion date, February 2028. Oh yeah, and they started this year. So it's going to take them 3 years to finish their work around here. But I hope they do leave that open. Well, what a job. Imagine working down here. What a cushy job it would be. You go around. They don't even dig the holes with a shovel anymore. It's a drill in this thing attached to the drill, and they just, like a jackhammer sort of thing. They just dig a hole that way. And they just go along putting the plants in the hole. It's such a cushy job. And you get to spend your days out here in the sun. You get to see all the wildlife as well. That'll be a really nice job. Okay, so we have some flowers up here. They're quite interesting. Look at that. How cool is that? That's pretty. Give a thumbs up for that flower. Or give a thumbs up for the video. Look, there's more flowers over here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see it properly, but yep. There you go. Look at that. How cool is that? Looks like there's another, it sounds like another turf floor over there. Someone's not happy. Okay, we got another information board here. And here you can see the honey eaters. 2 different types there. And that's the self-encrusted cockatoos. which you can hear squawking. This section here does get flooded really easily. This is part of the Blunder Creek. Not too bad today. And you can see how clear the water is. Yeah, there's nothing in the water. Morning. Hi. You get another seat here. You can see more of the creek down there. There's a kookaburra. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a kookaburra up there. Okay, we got another information board here. This tells you more of the history. Okay, so we're nearly at the end. And my mic is flashing, so I'm hoping it's going to last a little bit longer. We're coming up to the end of the trail. It'll last a little bit longer up to there. There's one more information board, which is the same one as the one we saw in the beginning. And this is this one, which is the same one. Heard about more about it. Then up here, because this is the start of this walk. If you're walking from this way, it is 2.9 one-way K walk here. And if you're doing it return, it's just under 6K. This one, this tells you more, shows you the map, tells you how far and what's around. So, it says not to go alone, but oh well. So this is Archerfield Wetlands update walk. Show you some some different tracks. Oh, look, there's 3 ducks over there. Just there. And there's a egret just over there. And there's some more ducks just over there. How cool is that? So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for hitting that like. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't already done so, please do so. It would help me out a great deal. It'll show YouTube that you did enjoy this video. And ideally, I want to showcase and the rest of the world. So, hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. It's free to do so. Until next time, fellow travellers, have a good one, because you never know where I might end up next.